Hello, and in today's episode, I'll mainly be telling you why my chassis is in bits. Please like and subscribe, and we'll crack on with this. So I've ground all the weld off. Now I'm going to just cut a line in this pole here. Then that'll allow me to, using the weep holes in the chassis, to just put a bar to there and just tap it away from the welds all the way around, and then it'll curl out like this one, and then I'll be able to weld a new bar in. So I'm going to carry on doing that. And we're through. That was the old tube that they'd sleeved it with. Looks like they'd cut it down and actually shrunk down the tube to fit. Now I'm going to put a fresh pipe through there. Oh, it's going to be nice and tight.
There's going to be 6 chickens loose in this garden.
So I don't have a sanding disc that fits it in. What do you call it? In the hole. So I hate double-sided tape. I can never get it off. Right. See if that works. Drill is knackered.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just no torque. Well, it's probably the battery, there's just no torque yeah, this one's definitely tighter than the others.
For now.
You feel it?
Yeah. Oh no, everybody know I've got a dirty mind now. See, this is the struggle of being too tight to buy new tools when you need them.
Well, that's it. Don't need to always buy tools for everything. Otherwise, you spend a fortune.
Yeah, but that drill's been knackered for at least a year.
Okay, just tight. Spend the money on the engine instead.
Yeah, you just tight. The drill was knackered before you got this car.
Just goes to show you don't need good tools to be able to do stuff.
Yeah,
Some skill would be good, but
budget, eh? Right.
I won't be welding this in until I've got it all perfectly measured and then tacked together, and I'll put this on a level base and make sure everything is square off everywhere.
Yeah. Very good.
It should do. You might take coaxing in the right direction. It's not square.
If you hit it there, you got most chance, I reckon. Give it a
It's not square. That's it.
There you are, you're through. You're through.
Because this is going to need to be. Because this will probably hold itself fairly square now if I tap it over. Where's my measuring tape?
I don't know.
Do
Do you want me to film or stop?
Yeah, you can. So across there at the moment is 758, and it's got to be 778. So it's got to move across 2 centimeters there. So let's give it a love tap.
That moved it significantly.
So at that point now where I'm going to need to weld it to tap through because it's sliding into the frame. So I'll tap it on the one side.
You can climb off if you need to, Missy.
Just tap it on one side and then slide it over and tack weld it. And square it up. But that fits lovely. And there's plenty of metal to weld onto, so I'm really happy with that. That's gone better than I thought. Is it beer o'clock yet?
It's always beer o'clock in lockdown.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I did just say that.
So I just got myself ready to put a tack weld in so we can start getting this squared off. And I've run out of gas. And it's Sunday. And everything's shut. Oh, luckily I'm off all week, so get some gas in the morning and crack on. Oh well, nothing else to do now but drink beer. Right, one of my kind neighbours has lent me a big gas bottle. So the plan today is to get this welding done. So I've got this bar through here. I'm going to tack weld it either side. Well, just tack weld it on the one side there. I'm going to space out the rails to get them in the right place. Tack weld it the other side. And then just get everything tack welded together and try it on the car. My plan this week is to get this to be a rolling chassis. I've got all the suspension parts come in. Oh, foreman's arrived. Hi, cat. Meow. Oh, let's go feed the foreman. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little tack weld just for there so I can get the chassis squared off. Now this is thicker than this, so I'm going to start by welding onto this and then lipping up onto that material there. That way I'll get good penetration on both surfaces. Right, let's get this done. That's better. So today has not gone according to plan. I've taken that tube back out because nothing was square on the chassis at all. I've had to cut through this pipe here, and you can see how much I've had to wedge that apart to change the shape, because from these points to these points was an inch difference between that one and that one and this one and that one. Also, when I put a set square on the back on here, it come across like that. It was way out. It was about a centimetre there before it touched the top of the set square. So none of this chassis was square at all. So I had to remove this. I'll probably remove this pipe same way I've done the other ones and put a new pipe through it and just get this whole chassis squared off. Alright, royal pain, but it'll be worth it. Right, it's a lovely day today. New plan of attack. I knew this chassis wasn't square when I took the front off. I was hoping that when I took that front tube out, that adjusting the chassis would pull everything in the back in line. As you can see, as you change the front, this pivoted in the back. The problem I had was from these points, so from this seatbelt hanger here across to the suspension bush. When I measured that and done the same measurement on this side, there was an inch difference. So this chassis was twisted. I put the set square on the back, and the set square was showing it was nowhere near square on the back. And I had the same across every single point, every diagonal point I did on the chassis. Everything was out by, if not a centimetre and a half to 2 centimetres, an inch. So I spent a good time yesterday trying to get this front lined up, and I couldn't do it. So I realised that I've got to take this bar out. As soon as I put the angle grinder through this bar, give everything a little jiggle, the back is now square. These are bang on where they're meant to be. So my plan is I've ordered a new tube. So today I'm going to take this tube out, get the brush cup on this. I'm going to clean up all the rust, get all the parts ready, get it sprayed up. And then when this extra piece of tube comes, I'll weld all the chassis back together. So more work than I was expecting, but you know, this chassis cost me 100 quid. A replacement chassis in decent condition that I didn't need to do any work to was 750 to £1,000. So I'm still quids in by, you know, £600-700 easy. So it's definitely worth it, but I need to crack on. So I'm gonna take off my spot welds and take this out. It looks drastic, but it'll be better in the long run. Right, we've got all these tubes out. I'm now just going to give everything a coat of primer so it doesn't rust while waiting for the other parts to arrive. And then as soon as the new tube comes, we'll get all this jigged out. Okay guys, and that's it for this episode. It's taken a bit of a different turn than I was expecting, but here we are. We got the chassis in pieces. We can now make it square. I've got all the old pipes out. We've got a new cross-member tube cleaned up there. We've got all the other pieces down there. We're just waiting for one more piece of pipe to arrive, and then we'll get it all jigged out and get the chassis nice and square. Because at the end of the day, I couldn't leave it with an inch difference across the chassis components, or the suspension components rather. So bigger job than expected, but like I say, I think I might just pay the extra now and get it once it's done, get it all welded together, maybe get it sandblasted and powder coated. So take it easy, guys. Stay safe, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.